Hello and welcome everyone to yet another 2-Minute Tuesday. Today, I want to talk about something that happens, especially in larger organizations. We have a lot of users that like to create things and share things like views and charts and dashboards. But what happens is that any personal item that is created by a user, they kind of become the administrator and owner of that item. And not even system administrators can do anything about it. Let me show you an example. So here I go into the account and I'm logged in as myself as a system administrator. I can see everything and do everything essentially. And notice that I have a ton of personal views here. Now, these are not mine personal views. I didn't create these. These are other users' personal views and they share them with me, but I don't want them. So how do you deal with that? Okay, so if we go to Advanced Find, we open Advanced Find here. And I'm in accounts already. I go to Save Views. Notice they're all shared by this guy, John Doe. He's the owner of the records, but I don't want him. So what do? Okay, so I select them. Let's delete them. All right, I don't care. John, I don't care. Oh, wait, an error has occurred. Okay, what happens? They're still there. Okay, let me select. Let's deactivate him. All right, just get rid of him. Oh, error. I can't do anything. Okay, maybe if I unshare myself. Let me go to share. I can even see the sharing pane. And it doesn't really matter if you do them in groups or if you do them one by one. Like, you can't really do anything. Your access is denied, even as a system administrator, which is a huge pain. So I want to show you how to actually get out of this kind of personal views prison, because when people share these views, and this also applies to charts and dashboards, and they leave the company, those shares stayed behind and nobody owns them. Like, whoever the owner is left the company, that user account was repurposed or whatever. Like, no one knows how to get rid of them. So let me show you how to do that. So let's start the countdown and let's go. So the tool that I'm going to use to do that is from the XRM toolbox, and it's called Personal Views or Personal User Views Migration. Clement Olivier created this tool, obviously brilliant developer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the users and teams in here and see all my users. Now, you can do this either way. You can select John, who was the person who shared them all with you, but the only thing is you're going to see all of John's views. Instead, if, in my case, all of the views were shared by John, but if they were shared by 20 different users, it makes more sense to pick myself. So pick Gus and say load users views, and there they are, all of the views that were shared with me. So all I do is I pick it, and then look, there's a button right here that says manage item sharings. It's pretty awesome. So I click on it. It opened up on the other screen. Let me move it here so you can see it. And then it says that admin at Gus blah 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 has access 1, which means read only. I only have read only, right? So all I have to do is select that, delete selected sharing. That's it. So if you do that with your views, essentially the ones that you don't want to be part of, and the pop-up keeps coming up on the other screen, I just delete the sharings, right? If I do that, eventually those are gonna go away. So let's try. So I think I did Florida and Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. So now I go here, and you can see Georgia and whatever other state I did, I don't remember, is no longer on the view. I know Georgia for sure because I live in Georgia and I remember picking that. So you can see it has been removed. Obviously, the view still exists in the system. John's still the owner, but I have removed myself from being part of that personal view. So I hope you enjoyed the tip this week, and we'll see you next week.